Hi, I'm Richard Vague with Tycos. Earlier this year, the DOGE team promised big changes in Washington, claiming they'd slash $2 trillion from federal spending and send thousands of government workers packing overnight. But just weeks later, that bold headline shrank dramatically to a more modest $150 billion. Now, 5 months into the fiscal year, Treasury's own numbers make clear those promised cuts haven't arrived. It's early, but let's see what happened. Through May 2025, total federal spending hit $3.05 trillion compared to $2.87 trillion over the same period last year, a 6.3% increase. As a share of GDP, spending has also increased from 24% to 24.4%. Spending has been pretty much up across the board, and especially in the usual places. Interest payments increased by $37.5 billion as rates stayed elevated. Social Security rose by $56.3 billion, and Medicare added another $27.8 billion. Defense spending was up $13.1 billion, while veterans' benefits climbed by $13.9 billion. There are two categories that showed declines in spending: community and regional development and education and training. Spending on community and regional development is down $19.9 billion, while education and training has dropped by $23.4 billion. However, these decreases don't reflect new policy decisions or DOGE spending cuts, at least not yet. Community spending is lower mainly because disaster relief payouts were exceptionally high during last year's active hurricane season. The decline in education spending is similarly explained by the expiration of pandemic-era school grants as they were scheduled to expire. On the revenue side, Treasury took in about $2.40 trillion, an increase of $218 billion compared to last year. But before getting too excited about that, let's note that most of that came from households, not corporations. Individual income taxes rose by $129 billion to reach $1.31 trillion, and tariff revenues doubled, rising by about $30 billion. But that's off a very low base, and that's still a very small number compared to the whole. Remember, tariffs may officially be customs duties, but in practice they're a tax that households pay directly at the store. Corporate tax receipts rose by $27 billion, a modest increase compared to household contributions. Bottom line, we've heard this kind of brave talk about expense reduction before, but so far, real spending cuts remain elusive. But it's early, and we'll continue to keep a close eye on the Treasury's books and let you know if we spot any changes. Now, I think our prediction is that, as in the past, we really won't see much in the way of expense reductions and may actually continue to see expense increases, not just in absolute dollars, but as a percent of GDP. But we'll see. That's it for this week. As a footnote, since next week is the July 4th holiday, we'll be taking off, but we'll see you again on July 11th. Thanks, and we look forward to it.